In this session, I take up one example of hypothesis testing. In this example, there is a school which has 2000 students, and an earlier nationwide survey had predicted that 50% of high school students never smoked a cigarette. So, that is the null hypothesis. The statistics department of the school tried to test the null hypothesis in the school. So, it picked up a simple random sample of 100 students, and 60 of the students belonging to the sample said that they never smoked a cigarette. At 5% significance level, should the null hypothesis be accepted or rejected? That is the question. So, here the null hypothesis is P is equal to 0.5, and the alternative hypothesis is P not equal to 0.5. Now, P hat, the sample proportion is 60 over 100. So, our test statistic, that is Z, is P hat minus P over square root P times 1 minus P over N. Now, we are using one sample two-sided Z test because the three conditions are satisfied in this case. Condition number 1, random sample. So, this sample was chosen at random, so it is a random sample. Condition number 2, a sample follows normal distribution. Now, from the null hypothesis, the proportion 0.5 times 100. So, 0.5 times 100 is equal to 50, that is the expected number of smokers. Expected number of smokers. Now, this is greater than 10, and also 100 times 1 minus 0.5, that is the expected number of non-smoker, is also 50 and greater than 10. So, n times 1 minus p, n times p both are greater than 10. So, we can use normal approximation for this sample. And condition number 3, independent. Now, as the members of the sample were picked without replacement, so not strictly independent, as the members were picked without replacement, so not strictly independent, but as n is less than 10% of the population size. So, 100 is small n in this case and population size is 2000. So, 10% of 2000 is 200 and 100 is less than that, but as 100 is less than 10% of 2000, we can use independent approximation for this sample. So, all these three conditions are satisfied for this sample, and hence we can use one sample two-sided Z test in this case. So, the test statistic Z is 0.6 minus 0.5 over square root 0.5 times 1 minus 0.5 over 100. So, that works out to 0.1 divided by 0.5 divided by 10. So, that is equal to 0.1 times 10 over 0.5. So, it is 2. So, if we draw the normalized standardized normal graph with 0 as the mean and 1 as the standard deviation. So, this is 2 and this is minus 2. So, in this case my p value is this area plus this area is 2 times. Now, this area is given by normal CDF 2 to any large number to the right, it may be 100, maybe 500, 1000, all will give the same value. So, 2 to 1000. So, 2 times normal CDF is the p value and that is equal to 2 times 0.02275, which works out to 0.04550. Now, this happens to be less than 0.05. So, at 5% significance level, the p value is less than alpha. Alpha is 0.05. So, since it is less than alpha, we can reject the null hypothesis. So, null hypothesis is rejected. So, reject null hypothesis. So, 50% of high school students have never smoked a cigarette. That was the null hypothesis, and after this test we have come to the conclusion that this null hypothesis is not true at 5% level of significance. Thanks for watching.